know I got that Daytona. But I gotta turn it down though, because I know copyright is gonna get me if I keep that playing. How y'all doing today? Oh man, hope everybody's day is going good. What's today? Wednesday? Oh, I called it Wisdom Wednesday. A whole bunch of like statuses that I didn't read. It kind of started earlier this week. I would say like Sunday, Monday-ish. Crap, seatbelt. Stay with the seatbelt. Hold on. So, like I said, a bunch of statuses I saw. You know, people just, you know, giving they take on different life experiences and just giving wise words and scenarios and stuff like that. I love it. I love it. Anything that's gonna make me like think outside of the box a little bit and just put myself in another person's shoes, try to understand and stuff like that, because that's one of the most hardest things to do, is to put yourself in the next man's shoes, to understand where they're coming from, or a woman's shoes, understand where they're coming from and their views and stuff like that. Not saying that you're necessarily going to agree with them, but to just be able to take in where they're coming from and to understand it, that's a huge feat. You know, not a lot of people can do that. But I read one status, and shout outs to the person that posted it. And you know, I'm not gonna say the whole thing, but you know, the one part that stuck out to me, and I think I did a video on this before, is like, no response is a response. And I was just like, whoo. You ever met that person? You ever had a person in your life, whether it was a friend or, you know, an associate or just somebody in passing, and they'll give you a story and they'll tell you something, and they'll get to the part where it's like, well, you know, I was hitting them up and they never hit me back, or, you know, I was hitting them up and they just hit me up randomly, or just out of nowhere, and it's this and that. And, you know, now most of us understand what that is, you know what I'm saying? Most of us understand the game. Some people still don't get it. And I hate being the bearer of bad news at times. Or, I mean, I don't even want to say the bearer of bad news. Just to have to enlighten somebody that they're getting the short end of the stick sometimes is not the best thing, because I mean, they could, you don't know how they're going to take that. So I remember the situation that I had, and it's actually really funny. So, you know, I had been with a woman, and you know, we just whatever and kept it moving. Nothing happened. You know, we were with each other several times. And I don't like talking like this biblical times. I had sex with the woman. Okay, there. See. So, you know, whatever. It happened, and you know, we went back 3-4 times or whatever like that. And you know, it was particularly nice. So, you know, I found myself hitting her up like, hey, what's up? You know, what's going on? You know, you free, whatever. And yeah, like, you know, got the whole no response, left on red type stuff. She's busy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Weeks go by, like, and I know I've explained, like, I'm not the type of person that are like, I don't necessarily always, I'm usually like, if I give 90, I expect like the rest of the 10 to come through. Like, all right, we'll come through. Boom, that's the 10. All right, then we going. Or if you hit me and I'm like, you know, basically what I'm saying, it needs to be reciprocal. You know, it's a two-way street here. So, you know, I was getting no response. Hit her up again, probably like a couple weeks later, no response. I'm like, all right. So she obviously has a situation over there. I don't know. We didn't go that far into it. Right now, it was just a physical thing that we had. It's not my business to know what her situation is. Fine. If she didn't disclose that to me, fine. And I hit her up like a third time. And I think I've like said this already. I got a rule. Like, I'll hit you up 3 times. If I feel like I'm an annoyance, or I'm a bother, or if like it just doesn't seem like it's being reciprocated here, then I'll just go about my business. You know, you curve me. It is what it is. It happens. Whatever. Curve you right back. Keep it moving. Delete your number. Keep it moving. Boom. That's that. So I laugh about it because you know, I've come to a place in my life where I realize that, you know, if a person is not responding to you, if a person is not reciprocating or anything like that, you know, that's the response. You know, that's, hey, whatever we did was that. That's it. Keep it moving. Now, take it out of the realms of, you know, physical relationships and things like that, and put it in the realm of just people that you claim are your brothers and your sisters and all that type of stuff. People that claim to have your back. Look, and there's this guy that I listened to, Lonnie or whatever like that. Lonnie, I forgot his last name. He was a real cool guy. Y'all probably seen him. He's always cussing. He's kind of flamboyant, but he's mad cool though, and he just be giving life lessons and stuff. But either way, you know, he had this one video where he was talking about, you know, how come these people don't hit you back? How come these people don't support you? How come these people don't, you know, say, you know, hey, let's go chill, let's this, let's that, and all that type of stuff? And he just said it plain as day. That's because they just don't mess with you like that. That's just it. You know, I was just telling a friend, ain't that amount of busy in the world. It's not. It's not. People make time for what they want to make time for. And it's up to you to understand your place in a person's life. If you were just a booty call, if you were just a one-night stand, you need to get that in your mind. You need to understand that. If you were just there to help, if they used you and you were just there to help them out of a particular situation and they got what they needed out of you, then after that, you know, all of a sudden the friendship ain't the same and all that type of stuff. It's up to you to understand that, like, oh, okay, so you know, okay, I get it. And it is what it is. People get used all the time. People get used every day. Be all right, tough, right? You know? So it is what it is, you know, but it's up to you to understand where you stand in a person's life, and it's up to you to understand what it is. It is what it is at times. So I got all that just from reading the status, you know, no response is a response, you know. That homegirl that y'all was like this with, and all of a sudden, you know, that one time you said no, and all of a sudden they can't hang no more or whatever, and this and that. I mean, you could try your best to figure out what's up with the friendship. You could try your best to see if, you know, if it's something that you did or anything like that. But if a person is curving you, yo, that's the answer right there. That's the response. You know, if they curving you, they just keep it moving. Keep it moving. Nothing wrong with that. It is what it is. People make their choices, let them sleep in their beds, and keep it moving. No response is a response. You know, it sucks sometimes, especially when it's somebody you genuinely thought was like your people's, or you generally just wanted to continue a physical aspect of your relationship. Hey, no response is a response. You don't get hit back. You don't get that second call. I mean, not even second call, third, fourth call, whatever. You know, things change, you know. People be going through stuff. I had one woman, she, her and her dude were on break. And, we're on a break. And, whatever. And, you know, all of a sudden that break switched up. So I was like, I don't think that was a break. Pretty sure they was just pissed at each other. She just needed to get something out of her system, and it's all good. It is what it is. But, you know, whatever. What can you do? What can you do? Accept it, keep it moving, whatever, you know? But remember that. Remember, no response is a response. No response is a response. Person not hitting you back, talking to the person, y'all supposed to do something, all of a sudden they're not hitting you back. They owe you a favor, they flaked out, they're not hitting you back. You couldn't do something this one particular time when you always helping them, they're not hitting you back. All of a sudden the calls stop coming. All of a sudden things just switch up. All of a sudden nobody don't want to answer the phone no more. There's your answer. There's your answer. So, what are you gonna do? What more can I say? Alright, back to work for me. I'll jump on my tools later. It feel good out here. Hope I see y'all out on the road. And be safe, as always. Always.